Okay, so we're doing something different for this video. This video, I'm actually going to start a new series, a Road to Diamond series. So, in the first episode, I'm thinking of just doing something different. So, I think one of the main things that has led me to improve so quickly. So you can see right now I'm 1900, but I used to be 1700, maybe like 2 months ago. The main thing I've been starting to implement is reviewing my replays, and I like to do them after every game, so it's not, I obviously didn't start that way. So I think that you guys could start with something simpler, like once every 2 replays maybe, and also just get into the habit of watching them. You will pick up stuff subconsciously about what you're doing in relation to your opponents and all that stuff. So let's just get into the first one. So this one was against
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Thunder Kid. So I always like to leave on the stun time as well, just to see if I'm inputting my combos correctly. So yeah, I did catch his dodge. I don't think I was meant to catch it, because he dodged diagonally up and away. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to catch his dodge. If he had done an instant down air, I think he would have caught me, because that GC sidelight isn't supposed to catch that dodge. Yeah, anyway, let's move on. So I'm basically just looking out for major stuff that I'm doing. So obviously I'm wrecking him in this game, but you will have games where you're just getting absolutely cooked by your opponent and you want to... So yeah, obviously I missed the punish there as well. So this was a pretty easy punish with a side light. This here. I just missed it completely. So obviously I need to work on my accuracy. Maybe get into the training room with a legend bot. That might be something I want to do. So yeah, I just switched weapons to try and kill him with the boots, because downlight is a pretty easy kill confirm on boots. Downlight into Sir. Yeah, we caught him at the ledge, so we're able to get that first stock. So we're doing quite well this game, but there's a reason why I'm replaying this game, and I'll show you in a second. Because it starts off very well, but you'll see why we're going over it. It's not like I just completely shut on the guy. And also, you want to pay attention to how you're dodging as well, because if you go back to the start, I was able to get I got 100 damage on him because he dodged outwards twice, and I was able to kill him for that. So make sure that you're varying your dodges. You might always dodge in, you might always dodge up, especially in Platinum. A lot of people dodge up, I've noticed. Like people have learned not to dodge in. Yeah, we're just... That should have been a down air, but it's fine. Just going okay so far. I'm spacing his attacks out well. That was good. And yeah, I think I confirmed with the weapon throw. The weapon throw wasn't needed, but you gotta show dominance sometimes, you know what I mean? So yeah, here's where the trouble starts. So that was good. I did actually have a confirmed hit there, so that's something I might want to work on as well. But yeah, you can just see my accuracy has gone down way more than before. I mean, that's a good read, but that's just because I play the game. A lot of people like to dodge away out of down air. So I just know, it's just something, a read that I always do. Yeah, just taking silly hits like that was pretty stupid. And obviously you can see here on the bottom left that he takes another stock from me quite quickly, because I think I was just being careless. You know when you just feel like you've won the game and then you just sort of relax. That was basically what happened here. So yeah, I'm getting hit by a lot of stuff. I've taken around 87 damage already. And yeah, I think I die here. I could have side aired out the way. I could have gone back to the wall maybe. Yeah, there's a lot of things I could have done, but just doing nothing and exhausting my options was not the play here. Even though I ended up winning, in a closer game, that might have cost me the game. So even in wins, there can always be stuff that you learn. And yeah, I end the game pretty quickly from here, I think. Because he's used all his options, and then yeah, I kill him pretty easily.
Game!
So that was the first game. The main takeaway I'd say is not exhausting all my options. So when you're first starting to review your replays, just make a habit of getting one takeaway, one thing you can focus on in the next game. Because if you take away 10 different things, you're not going to focus on anything. You're just going to make no progress, and you're going to stay the rank you are. But if you focus on one thing, like for me, it would be, I'd say recovering. Yeah, recovering, because that's how I lost both of my stocks, basically. But yeah, we got a second game to do, so let's move on to that. So the second one's quite a lot longer. This guy was a lot more passive than the first guy. We were basically just having a passive off.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
But yeah, this one was way more even as well. Like, I had to really dig in to get the win. Like, I was shaking, I was sweating after the match, all that stuff. Man, Brawlhalla does some shit to you, man. Brawlhalla's free because you play with your life, man. Okay, so we're just getting some good chip damage off on him. Just exchanging blows here, I think. Yeah, another thing that I've noticed, because I've already watched this match back, I do 6-spam with Tesco way too much. And even though the reads do work, like they work in the lower ranks, like 1800s, 1700s, or maybe gold and stuff. But here, people are going to vary their dodges. Like this this catches an away dodge. If he dodges towards the left here, then this NSIG does catch. It only catches left and up left. That's why, that's because a lot of people do tend to dodge towards the middle of the stage when they're near the edge. But this guy dodged diagonally into me, which is quite good. Not a lot of people do that. Then he got punished. Yeah, this game's a lot more, I had to think about how I was going to outsmart him, rather than just use my movement mindlessly and dash around the map. That's why I do think the snap dash update was quite good, because it makes you have to think about your movement a lot more. You can't just spam the dash button everywhere. And I personally couldn't track those dash movements. Some people can. Okay, that's a good edge guard from him. This was pretty lucky, I think. I mean, there's a reason I do 6-spam, it's because his 6s are that good. Well, look at the area that covers. That is ridiculous. He was barely anywhere near me. Yeah, like he was all the way up there, and then caught through his dodge and through So I do think Sig spamming on Teska is viable if you're smart with it, but you don't want to be doing it all the time to where your opponents know exactly what you're going to do. Then it just becomes predictable. That was a good edge guard from him. Did I have many options? I could have recovered here instantly, but I think I just jumped. Because recovering would have thrown out a hitbox, and maybe it would have caught him, and then I would have been able to chase dodge diagonally up to stage, which would have made me recover better. But instead I got put in this position, I jumped, I didn't throw out a hitbox. I could have even jumped Ned, I think. There's a lot of things I could have done better. So a lot of off stage is also making sure your opponent can't hit you. So stuff like weapon throwing up when you're recovering back is really good. I haven't started implementing that, but one step at a time, man. I'm not done yet. I caught on that he was dodging away quite a lot. Oh, that would have been such a good punish, man. I think I actually meant to input it the other way. Because you can see it, yeah. Anyway, we're just exchanging blows right now. I got hit by that. One thing I'm noticing too is that on Gauntlets I'm using a lot of dares. And dare is a really punishable option as well. So that's something you want to avoid. Like on every weapon there's what we call safe attacks. Like for example, spear, nair. Attacks that are really good, they cover space and it's hard for your opponent to punish them. And down air is not one of them on Gauntlets. Nair I'd say is one of them. Sair's a bit more usable. It's less punishable because you're moving. But dare you're just asking to get hit with a hard punish. Especially if you land onto the stage, like I did. Okay, one thing he's doing really well is mixing up his defensive options. So he's not always just blindly dodging or jumping or doing whatever reaction. A lot of players that I do well against are players that have like a one-dimensional dodge pattern. So if I catch onto that, I can pretty much get very easy damage before they're able to realize. Now obviously the higher you go, the better people will be at adapting to your playstyle. But if you're maybe gold, silver, plat, anywhere below diamond, people aren't going to be adapting to you at all. Like some people just dodge in for the whole game. So you really want to pay attention to your opponent's habits. Like start with dodge habits and then... Jesus, that volume is a bit loud. But yeah, start off with dodge habits and then move on to stuff like jumps. If you're playing Scythe, maybe stuff like fast falls as well, that's good. Okay, so we're just playing neutral really. People are missing a lot. Just getting a lot of chip damage off. Pretty even in damage. Yeah, he hadn't dodged up, I think, that I'd noticed before, so that was a pretty good dodge. I was trying to read dodge in, or I was anticipating dodging rather. Okay, I've been dodging in quite a lot as well. He's been dodging in now as well. Just noticed that now. Yeah, that's one thing I forgot to mention. When people get to kill percent, their habits do change a lot, and they do start to panic a lot more than maybe if they're 3 stocks and they're very healthy. So you want to pay attention to stuff that they do repeatedly. Like for example, if you're playing Gauntlets and you do a side light and they're always dodging down, then you can punish that. Or if they're always dodging in, you want to pay attention to that. You want to keep track of that throughout the game so you can use it at the right time to win the game. Yeah, in terms of what I'm doing wrong here, I'm not really getting close enough to force him to miss. Like I missed my attack there, we both missed. My recovery there was a bit ambitious, I'd say. Because so many attacks can hit over this ledge. And I'm also basically letting myself open to attacks above the ledge as well. So this is a horrible recovery. I should be recovering a lot lower to the wall, so that maybe I can touch and then fast fall if I need to, if he's going to try and ground pound me, or just dodge to keep it simple. Okay, that was a good dodge from me there. I was trying to read the dodge in there. So yeah, we do find a way to claw this game back, even though the damage is looking quite bad. So yeah, he dodged in again and I didn't notice it during the game. He started dodging in way more when he got higher in health. See, he went for a ground pound. We got the recovery. Now, this goes to show you that there's many ways of winning a game, so I just won through weapon starving basically, making sure he can't get a weapon, so I have the range advantage and I'm able to dictate the tempo of the game. So we're just backing him into this corner, just getting off straight hits on him, because I'm playing at 8 strength Tusker and he's already near 200 health. So anything like a side air from boots, or a downlight from boots, or a recovery from gauntlets will kill pretty much. Actually, I think Lady Rhea has high defense. I don't know, but still. Any sort of stray hit that we get here is very valuable. Even an end light from boots, an end light from gauntlets will send them quite far. So that was the wrong okay. So I actually want to talk about this here a bit more. So we're constantly just throwing out attacks, trying to get him off the stage, basically, get him away from the weapon, trying to zone out this weapon. That's the strategy we're going with. So we do manage to get a dare off on him. And so he ends up in the air. We weapon throw up. And he's been jumping quite a lot, so I do actually go for an N-Sig. Well, it's probably just me spamming, to be honest. Let's be real, I was just spamming this game. But I weapon Sig, no, I N-Sig him. And the most important thing to confirm the kill, let's say you're a Teska player as well, you want to do a diagonally down weapon throw right after your N-Sig to confirm the kill, because you can see there, it hits him, and there's no way he can recover now. Sometimes it can stuff out an instant recovery, an instant jump maybe, because he's very high in health, so he's going to need all of his options to get back to stage. So that weapon throw is it's a very neat piece of tech.
Wow!
So yeah, those were basically the 2 games. I probably will be uploading more for the Road to Diamond series, but if you guys have any questions on how to review replays, or any suggestions for the channel in general, feel free to pop them in the comments. But apart from that, have a good day. It's very hot in the UK, so anyone in the UK, just try and not die in the heat. But yeah, have a good one.